Okay, we're in the car now. If you look, our state of charge is at 80%. And what's really cool about this is that I really don't have to touch anything on the screen if I don't want to. What I do is I push and hold this control button right here, and then my grok comes up and I say, "Hello, Ara, how you doing today?"
Hey, I'm doing great today. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Great. We would like to go to the Home Depot on Skyline Boulevard in Cape Coral. Can you navigate us there, please?
Sure. Navigating to the Home Depot on Skyline Boulevard in Cape Coral, about 13 miles away. Starting the route now.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
You're welcome.
Then I turn that off so it doesn't listen to me and answer me the whole time I'm driving. When I put my seatbelt on, this blue light lights up and it says it's ready to go. Okay, and then I reach over there and give that a tap, and that's it. The car will drive its way there. It will come out of the driveway and look. Yeah, just kind of film where we're going. We'll just do a bit. I'm going to edit a lot of this out. So.
Oh, it's gonna.
You keep recording?
Now I came back.
Yeah. You can keep it recording. Let's just show them what it's doing. Okay, we're going to come up here. It's going to go around this car that's illegally parked, but that's okay. We won't hit it. Stops always at the line, just like they teach you in driver's ed. You're supposed to stop behind the line and then ease forward. That's exactly what it does. Occasionally that irritates people behind me because everybody's used to doing the California stops by now. But see, it's going to stop right behind the line. It's going to ease up a little bit, but it's not going to go because there's cars coming. Look over this way. There's a bunch of cars coming this way. Are you looking over there? And when the traffic clears and it's safe to go, the car will go, and not before. See, it thought about it, but that car was coming too fast, so it stopped. A lot of traffic on Burnt Store Road today. Now it come out there when it has enough room, and it will give it whatever it needs to get out of the way. People are going behind or going too slow, it automatically changes lanes and passes when it's safe. Now see, there's not enough room to get around this one, so it's going to go ahead and ease in behind this guy.
Here, take a picture of me, no hands, okay? No hands, nothing. All I have to do is make sure that I'm looking into the camera. It has different modes. I usually leave it in the standard mode right there, which is anywhere from 5 to 10 mile an hour over the speed limit. There's another mode below that that's chill, that is a mile or two over the speed limit. And then there's what they call soft mode, which means it's going to go exactly whatever the speed limit is, which is to get you run over on Burnt Store Road. This really makes it possible. It really gives me a lot of freedom as I'm getting older because it's not dependent upon my ability to drive. And, you know, as we get older, our reaction time's slow, and our vision is not as good, and our hearing's not as good. We're just not as well equipped as we get older. So this is a godsend for older people. I really think it's for everybody because driving is very dangerous. 1229 was 73% of charge, and the little red dot moves across as we get closer and closer to our destination. The other nice thing about this car is I don't worry about keys anymore. If I have the phone, the car unlocks, I walk away, the car relocks. If it rains, it turns the wipers on. If it's dark, it turns the lights on. When it's an auto drive, it signals. It doesn't do anything about signaling, which is a great safety feature because I don't have the presence of mind to always signal if somebody pulls out in front of me and I need to change lanes. It will do it. It will signal and move. And the other thing that this car does is records everything that's going on around you. If I'm in an accident, for whatever reason, it's all on a hard drive in the car, and I can recover that information if I need to. And it also records while the car is parked. If somebody backs into the car in the parking lot, and I can see if their license plate or who they are, they're not going to get away. It pretty much observes the traffic and stays with the flow of traffic, which I think is another great safety thing because, if you're cutting in and out of traffic, you're just asking for trouble. And it always shows you what the speed limit is. See, the speed limit here is 50, and I'm going 55, which is, I think, the prudent thing to do. I'm holding the camera, I'm driving. I'm holding it far enough forward, the camera didn't see it. If I were holding it downward, it looked like I was texting or something, the thing would be screaming at me. But they really do their due diligence to make sure that we don't do anything dumb. This is all the car, I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting here holding the camera and talking to you. My turn, car's gonna stop. A skill that a lot of drivers haven't mastered yet. Now, I guess the speed limit here is 45, so it will probably take off and hit about 50, maybe 52, and then when it sees the 55 mile an hour sign, it will probably pick up, usually picks up to about 62, which is okay. I can turn it down if I want to, but I prefer to move with traffic. You can see what the computer's saying on the screen. It sees everything, and it's very, very sensitive about animals and pedestrians, so I've had it dodge a bird that flew out in front of me going down the road the other day. It just slowed down enough to miss it. And I even had it dodge a rabbit on the way to work. Here we go. bought this car in 2003, and it had self-driving available then, but it really wasn't that good yet. It was jerky and stop and start a lot, and it wasn't smooth at all. And the car, you have to pay extra for that, so I didn't get it. And then the car had like adaptive cruise control, and it also had lane keeping. So when you're on the interstate, you could turn that on, and it would stay in the lane. It wouldn't pass anybody, but it would stay in the lane. And we got a friend up here in this car. So they gave me several trials over the last 3 years, and last year it got good enough that I just think it's silly not to have it. I mean, it's right now I'm paying like $99 a month for the subscription, and so that's what $1,200 a year. One fender bender would cost me way more than that, and I think I've reduced my risk. It's never going to be zero, but I've reduced it significantly. Very polite, it always signals. I've noticed that it won't block an intersection if you're at a light or something.
Traffic stops in front of you, which is what the law says you're not supposed to do. And if it sees somebody coming out, it will actually let them in if it makes sense to do that. I'm amazed at how smart it is. Elon Musk said that this version would be almost sentient, and I think it is. It's pretty. I don't always agree with the way it wants to go, but it always gets me there and gets me there safely. Okay, now it's going to come up through the parking lot, and it'll go towards the middle of the parking lot somewhere and find me a place to park. See if it sees people, there's people there, it's going to stop. It absolutely won't run over anybody, I'm convinced of that. Now this guy's out of the space, is going to go around him, so it doesn't just sit there like a dummy. It sees these pedestrians, it's going to let them go. Looks like he's going to go up this center aisle here and find me a parking spot. Okay. It likes to back in whenever possible. See, it found a spot here it can back into. It's kind of watching this guy here in front of me, make sure he doesn't do anything. Okay, it will pull up again. It doesn't really like this guy in front of me, but it's going to ease up to him and get what he needs. Get into the parking spot. I think backing in is great in a Home Depot parking lot. I've seen a lot of fender benders in Home Depot parking lots. It shows here, look here, it shows where we're parked at. Okay, now the car is parked. It'll put the car in park and away we go. We're going to be in the Home Depot and we'll be out in a little while.